Hello and welcome to our order of operations video. In this video we will cover how to use the order of operations. Some of you may have heard of it as PEMDAS, or please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, in order to simplify expressions that have several different operations within it. Okay. PEMDAS. PEMDAS stands for parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. The parentheses step means to simplify inside any enclosures, so those could include brackets or braces. The exponents is what we would simplify next after we simplify within the parentheses. And to simplify exponents, remember that the exponent tells you how many times the base is being multiplied times itself. So for example, 2 to the third would mean 2 times 2 times 2, which would give us 8. Multiplication and division. If you have both multiplication and division within your expression, you would perform the operation that comes first as you go from left to right. That's the same thing with addition and subtraction. If you have both addition and subtraction within your expression, you will perform the operation that comes first as you go from left to right. Okay, so let's look at a few examples of the order of operations. All right. Using the order of operations to simplify this expression, we have 3 plus 8, and then in parentheses 12 divided by 2, then minus 4. So our order of operations tells us to look and see if we can simplify inside any enclosure first. So we'll call that P for parentheses. And we can. We have 12 divided by 2 that we can simplify. Now I'm going to keep this parentheses here because I had the 8 directly outside of it with no symbol in between it, in between the 8 and the parentheses. That tells me that I'm going to have to multiply 8 times whatever I get after I simplify 12 divided by 2, 6. So my next step is exponents, but I don't have any exponents in this expression, so now I'm going to look for multiplication or division. And I have multiplication with the 8 times the 6. So now I'm going to multiply positive 8 times 6, positive 6. It gives me a positive 48. And then addition and subtraction. And we go from left to right since we have both addition and subtraction within this problem. So I would add the 3 and the 48 first to give me 51. Then I would subtract the 4 to give me a final answer of 47. Okay, so parentheses, we simplified inside the parentheses first. Then we multiplied the 8 times the 6 to come up with 48. And then we went from left to right to add and subtract. And our final answer, 47. Okay, let's try another one. 2 parentheses 4 squared plus 7 minus 10. So with this one, the first thing that we would do is work inside parentheses. And within that parentheses, we have 4 squared. So 4 squared means 4 times 4. 4 squared is the same thing as 16. Okay, we took care of the exponent in that step, so we don't have any exponents to work with. So now we're looking for multiplication or division, and we have multiplication again because we have this 2 directly outside the parentheses with no symbol in between, no plus or minus in between, which tells me that I need to multiply those two numbers, which gives me 32. And then addition and subtraction, and again we go from left to right. So 32 plus 7 gives us 39, and 39 minus 10 will give us a final answer of 29. Okay. Let's have a look at one that's a little bit longer. Has a few more steps. But again, if you follow the order, then you will be okay. All right, so parentheses. We don't have any parentheses or any enclosures to work inside. The next thing I look for is exponents, and we do have an exponent that we need to simplify, the 4 squared. That's going to be my first step, is to simplify that exponent, the 4 squared. Again, remember, that means 4 times 4. So everything stays the same except for the 4 squared, that becomes 16. Everything else stays exactly like it is. I'm done with exponents, so I'm looking for multiplication and division. And in this particular problem, we have both multiplication and division. So you perform the operation that comes first as you go from left to right in the problem, which in this case is division. So I'm going to divide those two numbers first. And that negative 12 divided by 6, which gives me a negative 2, or just minus 2. Then I would multiply those two numbers that the multiplication symbol is in between. Negative 2 and 6 gives me a negative, or minus 32. All right, left out that plus there. All right. So again, since we had both multiplication and division within this problem, we look at the operation that comes first as we go from left to right, which in this case was division. Now, same thing with addition, subtraction. In this case, the subtraction comes first as we go from left to right. So we have $15 in the bank, and we spend or take out $32. It's going to put us at a negative $17. And then if I have negative 17 in the bank, and I'll make a deposit or add $10, that'll put us at, sorry, left off that negative 15 there. Correct that. Had negative $15 in my bank account, and I spent $32, 32 more dollars. So I'm sorry, that'll put us at negative $47. And then if I add $10 to that, that will bring us back to a negative $37. Okay, so be careful. Be careful with the signs. As you can see, it's easy to make a mistake. Be careful with the signs, and make sure you go in order. Okay, let's look at one more problem. It deals with the order of operations. 20 minus, and then we have brackets, 4 plus, parentheses, 7 minus 5, close parentheses, close the brackets. All right, so we have two different types of enclosures. You want to start in the innermost enclosure and start working there, and then work your way out. So we're going to start with this 7 minus 5 here. And 7 minus 5 will give us 2. Now, in this case, I can drop off the parentheses because I did not have a number or anything outside of this parentheses to multiply by. So 7 minus 5 would simply be 2, and that would give me 4 plus 2. I'll call that parentheses again, the brackets, because it's really any enclosure. It's what the parentheses step means. So now we're going to simplify the 4 plus the 2. And again, I don't have any number outside of this bracket to multiply my results by, so I can drop off the brackets there, and that'll just give me 20 minus 6. And then 20 minus 6 will give me a final answer of 14 by using subtraction. Okay, I hope that video was helpful to you. Thanks.